Good morning. Sorry about being I don't want to say late. Woke up later than usual because I'm on night shift. And then trying to get the little guy to pee. We'll be taking breaks for the hour to get that moving, but mushy, ladies and gentlemen, we are live with the Trails. Cold Steel 3 returning as we were in and out of Raquel. Don't worry, I'm offended how long you took. Now, technically, isn't it still 9 a.m. for you? Or is it 10 a.m. because now you're on... No, sorry. Hey, we're on the same time as you now, right? Because you guys have already... Your five-head brain over in it's 8 a.m.? Oh, I'm confused. Plus, when you start at 9 a.m., it's 7 a.m. for me. It's 8 a.m. Well, I've already blown it. No one knew what to do there. Anyways, good morning, Lothar. It's good to see you. Ready for the work day as we head on in or leaving the Deccan Pub and Diner at the 101-hour mark. It is a game that never ends. It is a fun that I enjoy. Pants? Have you ever... You work from home, right? So I assume... I need to ask Chelsea and Wolfslayer this as well. And anybody else, I guess, that works from home. Dark Fantasy Realms, I guess, does as well. Have you ever been... It was like this sweet jazz that's happening right now. Have you ever, been in a meeting and got caught not wearing the pants? Like you just stood up and was like, oh God, don't look down there. This looks PS1 RPG style. Am I wrong? No, you're not wrong, T3. Not wrong at all. It's coming from the sprites of Trails in the Sky and Zero and Azure, but no, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. All right, we did that. What are we working on? Oh, apparently nothing. I'm hoping... Okay, head to New Blanc. Don't even know what that is. It sounds like it's probably a strip club, if I was a guessing man. No, but the camera and I wear pants because we have a 10-year-old. No, see, I feel like you said that, but is the whole reasoning you have to wear pants? I guess the follow-up question is... Are you a commando? See, I feel like they're, what, I guess it would depend. Maybe we're getting a little too personal, and you can tell me this, Lothars. See, I find that there's a fine line. I get the underwear, okay, there's underwear being worn. Now, are you a briefs guy? Are you, like myself, a boxer briefs? Or boxers? Now, I feel... You could get away with wearing the boxers sort of as, shorts. Maybe the boxer briefs are a little bit more tighter fitting. You wear the Saks. Good brand. I was on a Zoom call with 60 people once, and someone left his mic on while peeing loudly. Wait. So what you're telling me is that they had a headset when it was wireless, and they went into the washroom and forgot to click? They don't have a setup like this where they just bring down a giant microphone and go from there? Maybe his phone, maybe a headset, I don't know. Well, jeez. See, wow, we are getting really personal right in the morning here. Now, to explain how a man pees, there's a lot of ways, of course. There's a hold and true sit down method, enjoy yourself on the phone, maybe look at Reddit. If you stand, I always thought when I stand, you always like to aim somewhere, right? Just somewhere on the side of the bowl. I'm not a guy who's always going directly right into the pool of water. Right? You have to keep a man entertained at all times. Maybe this is a discussion that we shouldn't be having. Ikiro Smart. Okay, we're gonna go there. That sounds like it's side quest. Oh, okay, and there's something over there. Okay, well, here we go. Back on into the Quickie Mart. Yeah. How are you this morning, DJ and T3 as well? Oh, what have I stumbled on into? A lover's quarrel? Is there even a purpose for why a fan would be spinning that slowly? I don't know. Yang? Hi. Yang, something's wrong. He left the clay small a long time ago. Yeah, and the negotiation's happening so late at night. It's only about an hour away, but by orbital car, it shouldn't take him this long. It seems like something happened. Reen, wanna go check it out? You don't even need to ask. Is something wrong? Oh, saw you guys earlier today. Yeah, we're with the military academy, and we came here for our field exercises. And I'm technically a bracer. What's going on here? Bracer? I haven't seen one of you in a long time. I had heard the students from the branch campus of a famous military academy had come here for field exercises. Well, you're close. We're affiliated with them. Is there anything we can do to help? Would you tell us what's going on? Well, my brother, the manager here at the Ikero Smart, he hasn't come back yet. He went to Ordis to talk business with a new mall. He should have been back by now, but I'm afraid he might have gotten into an accident. Stop, Yang! I see. That's understood. Well, it is getting late. This is worrisome. And from Ordis to here, it's quite a distance. We need to continue our investigation, but we'll let you decide, Reen. If you accept this quest, you'll be able to visit the Canyon Road at night. Obviously, we're accepting the quest. They got those kind of pajama boxers that are basically shorts, right? Yeah, they do. Like I wear very similar to what Lothar's wears. I wear the Puma boxer briefs. I hear T3 wears the cod piece. Banana hammock, if you will. And though considering the circumstances, I don't know, how does this not end up with this guy is just going to end up being at the bar. We're going to travel the Canyon Road forever and ever, only to come back and he's probably just sitting at the casino, walking. Very nice. Well, no, Borat would be based essentially on T3 then, not on me. Well, we've been fighting a lot lately, but he is my friend and our immediate family. Well, leave it to us. Let's go to the West Gate. Knight Rider. What? Wait. Do I have to bring out my inner David Hasselhoff while eating a Wendy's hamburger? It's weird how that changed to a red exclamation point while the new one's over there, which I assume is the New Blanc over there. But yeah, that's where we want to go, I guess, right? I grew up with boxers, and damn if I'll let them. See, I'll give you my take on boxers. Don't you find that they bunch up? It's like wearing a pair of shorts under a pair of pants. Like, I don't get, they bunch up. I'd be going crazy. And also, the boys need support. Okay? If we're being brutally honest here, you can't have them just swinging around. Okay? You just can't. They need to be cupped. They need to be coddled. And there goes the sun. I know there are orbit lights out here, but this ain't going to be easy. Well, let's first check and see if the truck made it to the Canyon Road. And once we get closer, we can contact the field exercise camp. I grew up in basic underwear, then moved to boxers, then moved to boxer briefs, and yes, boxers current. See, here's the thing, right? When I'm 40. I don't remember boxer briefs really being a thing up until like high school. Like, I don't think they were invented type of thing. If they were, I never saw them. But you know, like, it was always briefs or boxers. That was your choice that you lived, essentially. And then it was the argument of like, well, either they bunch up or they're fine, right? You might just wear looser clothes. Sometimes I adjust. Yeah, like, do you ever have to do that, like, that awkward walk? Like, you know, where you take an extra large step so that you can adjust the voice? DJ's just like, I don't know how you guys walk around with those things, right? I don't know what people are talking about with needing support. Well, I feel like if they just swing around loose, it feels weird. That's just me, personally. We're getting very personal here, and that's the type of relationship that I want with my chat. But you see, if that's what God intended, how come we're all just not strutting around nude? Right? That's where the cod piece comes in, T3. You might be onto something. You get the freedom of where it feels like you're not wearing anything at all, but you get the support that they need. Right? Oh man, if only Yang were here right now. We got tired of looking at naked old people. Well, maybe it won't take us as long as I thought. It sounded like that voice was just off the road. And in some sort of trouble. What are we waiting for? Let's go find him. Am I imagining things? I swear I felt another presence. Let's take a look at the equipment. Make sure, okay. I guess I could just throw some crap on here, right? Just take a whirly-do. So they both have the exact same. So you're magic. Do you believe in magic? But we have got a lot of things. Okay, the silver Pecky badge. Let's see what we got here. Did they just like remove everything from the people? It looks like they do. Okay, first, okay, well, Proverbs. Fierce fire. There's a lot of things that prevent Art Vandelay, and I probably am thinking about this way too much to begin with. That sounds alright. She has a gun. Maybe they'll actually notice upper-class Europeans were all fat and gross and obsessed with modesty, while everyone else really didn't care in olden times. Yeah, that's the thing of, like, I'm in Canada, but pretty much call us Americans, America's hat, if you will. But, like, Europeans, they don't care about nudity at all, type of thing, or at least that's the portrayal I get. Whereas, like, in the western part of the world, cover everything up. Heaven forbid, you know, you see a tit, right? Like, it's very different, right? All right, you need strength things, so we'll find those strength things. Sure, throw that on there. We'll find them. These are all going to come off of them anyways soon. There we go. And then, oh, actually, I probably should have put that. It doesn't matter. Why am I overthinking this? Why am I even overthinking this at all? At all? Just way too much. Speed. Wow, could have you just acting very much. Prevents delay. Sure. And then oh, there it is. Oh, but speed -5. How dare you? But really letting it know. Maybe I'll put that heavy one on. Where is it? A heavy belt for the beatings. All right, off we go. I did touch on some of that stuff before when I shut down the stream the last time we were playing that, so it wasn't too big of a deal. So we can just sort of roll on into everything and murder all of the hyenas and whatnot. So, oh wait, I didn't notice that we just had we could use the burst now. Didn't catch that. It's like, why did they all wear curly-looking hairpieces in the 1700s? Maybe they were all just bald. Probably. It's funny, like, correct me if I'm wrong, Lothars, and I've never been to court. I have no reason to be. I don't. I play the cards right. But I did go there like for like in high school for like a law thing. What do you call them? Field trip. And in the higher courts, they don't wear the wigs. They used to, or I think they do, but they got to wear like the weird outfits still, very much like how they do in Britain or whatever. It's, you know, Canada, Britain type of thing. So
there. Now's our chance.
We don't make any sense at all.
Let's go.
Oh, come on, we delayed that boy.
I've got you. Yeah. Let's move on.
Okay. Oh, some bee larvae. Where is it? I was just gonna say, like, this is okay. That was a little bit further down the road than I anticipated. Okay, like the way they made that sound was like years away. Years.
Beautiful, she says. It's like the night was made for the two of us.
Wait, are we just like all just trying to have sex here or what?
Second form, Gale!
Courts depend on a pretext of official mystique, otherwise we realize they're just randos passing out horrible decisions. Yeah, like, the thing that I was always amazed at, again, not applicable here, but like in the States, how judges are like appointed like a mayor somehow. Like, I never understood that.
Ha! Now! Here!
It's like if you know, I don't know if they have to have some type of background or something. I would assume so. I should hope so. But like just to think that you could just get random Billy from, you know, wherever off of elmstreet.com or something, and you know he can be the judge, trying everything. Oh, maybe that's how it works, right? I don't know. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. You and I. Divine, did you say that just so you could hear my sensual voice go off? Because we gotta be rather careful when we do these types of things, because this is how I get slapped usually with the whole strim thing. It angers the people's bloods. Federal judges are nominated by the Prez and confirmed by Congress. Local judges tend to be elected into, though, I think. And I believe you have to be on the... Oh, okay, so it's not just completely just crazy people that can get on. But, well, I guess they could be crazy, but they have to have some type of background. Yeah, I know, like, in the Supreme Court, it's probably the same here in Canada. They're probably picked, probably by Mr. Prime Minister. Probably. I don't know.
Yeah.
Crazy, but with a degree is the official term. Oh, okay. Has the Cheeto been arrested yet? I saw all of it that he was indicted. I mean, for the last, like, what, 2 or 3 weeks, it's been going on about how he was going to be arrested on Tuesday, and then that never happened, and then he got indicted, what was it, yesterday? But nobody knows, so I'm assuming because he's a high-profile type of guy, he will show up to court, and it won't even be like an arrest type of thing, and he'll be bailed out and probably within 6 minutes. Yeah, so I don't mind going political on my channel at all. I'm not a fan. I know people get all upset, and maybe it's because I have a smaller channel here, but I find this stuff interesting. So how come, like, no one's pushing the January 6th thing? Like, I remember watching that live. Like, it boggled my mind. But how come they're getting him on something that had to do with the Stormy Daniels thing or whatever? Like, I thought that was all said and done because, like, they made a big deal about it when he did it. Right? Like, he had to show that where the money came from, and now they're getting him again on it. So that's why I'm confused. Like, how come they haven't gone after him about the insurrection that was attempted? Is that too hard to get him on, or is this just start low, and then we'll massage on up into the other things? Yes, bro, of course. You could be the Caucasian Luther Vandross. I don't know who Luther Vandross is, though. Should I know? They are, like I mentioned, we have different systems of courts. The Stormy Daniels thing is in, yeah. So like that's why I've always seen him. He avoids going back to New York, right? He lives in Mar-a-Lago in Florida. It's like he's ever since he became president, he never returned to New York because I guess if he returns, they'll just arrest him. Is that how it goes? Although why couldn't they just go out and get him? I guess I have no idea.
That's a strong one. Let's kick its ass.
So he's being investigated also on the January 6th thing in another jurisdiction, but under the Constitution, there's state extradition, so it doesn't. Oh, okay, thank you. This all makes a lot more sense when someone explains it properly to me.
Yeah. It's my turn. Yes.
I was just saying, like, what, you can't reach this guy? Oh, like a little slide move. Oh, right under the penis there, though. That's what I saw.
I'll heal you.
Oh, that was a little bit of a slap and pickle right there. Isn't there's got to be a bug around here, right? Yeah, there is a dragon boost. Oh, that just works on you. Oh, well, that will hit both of them though. So
Now.
I also just noticed. I think I walked past the guy that was going to be doing the work for us there. The guy in the van, the Chris Farley who got stuck.
Ready.
I really assumed he was just going to be at the bar. I really thought that, so I'm a little surprised that he's just there.
It's my turn. Ha! It's down.
You did. I did. Yeah, I thought I saw him there in a van down by the river.
Break. An opening. Go down.
Oh, the almighty blow. Don't call it a finishing blow. Was Angelica trained by Zin? How come since the first 3 games you don't see Zin anymore? Does something happen with Zin that I'm unaware of? Or is it a play trails to find out? This guy's just making meth. That's all he's doing here. He's just making meth. You know, he took the RV out just with Jesse, and it broke down, and there it is. He's a black dude with a big voice. He made a lot of his check out, take you out tonight with Dance with My Father. He's not too popular. Oh, trained by Killica. Okay. Damn old piece of crap. Oh, geez. It feels like Jesse flooded the RV again. What am I doing blaming the truck? It's my fault for trying to cheap out on the maintenance. Yeah, he warned me about it and everything. If he was running around in his tighty whities, maybe. Yeah, right? It's funny. My wife got on me the other day. She's like, I like to like rewatch a lot of shows. Like I'll generally watch like Breaking Bad once a year, House of Cards once a year. So I finished like just watching House of Cards. She's like, oh, what? Now you're gonna stop back up and watch Breaking Bad again? I'm like, I just might. It was a good show. Are you okay? I did like it. It's so unfortunate of what happened with Kevin Spacey. I really would have liked to have. I don't even need to like see it, on the TV, but I would have liked to have seen because I'm trying to think. I think they filmed the entire last season with him, and then he got, and then they had to redo it. So I was sort of, it's one of those things where I would have wished to have seen, because that show started off great at about like 3, 4, and then sort of went downhill. But like when you're so invested in a show after 4 seasons, like it's not much to just watch the rest of it. Zin is also a crappy unit. You're not wrong. I had a hatred of Zin. Not like a hatred of anyway, but I just didn't use him. He was so useless. He couldn't hit the broadside of a barn if I asked him to. That was what was weird in the final season, of where like, oh, he's just died. They don't say how or why or what until the very end, and they hardly ever mention his name. You don't even see a picture of him, for crying out loud. Although I feel like that would probably be like, oh, you can't use my my face on something. Otherwise, they'd have to pay him or something. But it just was unfortunate the way it went. And of course, like now, I'm not saying that, Kevin Spacey hasn't done what he's done or whatever. But like the fact is that he's still hasn't been found guilty of what they got rid of him for. Sort of sucks type of thing of like, I know how it's how TV and movies work, but well, I'm a bracer and the others are other things. We ran into your friend and sister at Icaros Mart and they told us to find you. So here we are. It's like a lot of other people worked on it. You can't just ruin the show because of one guy. I didn't finish the last season. No spoil. No. I'm very careful about that type of stuff. I didn't say anything that I think you couldn't put two and two together, essentially, type of thing. I mean, I'm sorry if I said that he's dead, but that's not even like a spoiler point. They just say he's dead in episode 1, season 6. They just say he's dead. So it was just the approach. It's just like when you binge watch the entire thing, like I did. Like I watched it when it first came out. I will not. I don't think they don't say until the very end. And I will not say it. So if in case you can just get out of it to watch it, go on ahead. Well, you're certainly getting me out of a bind. I was hoping to save my tires a bit of wear, so I tried to take a shortcut. It was all well and good till I hit a rock and my engine cried. This literally is Breaking Bad. Also, the Louis C.K. show canceled due to creepiness, but man, did it have good. Was that the one that looked like it was had a budget of $10? And all of the walls looked like they were made out of cardboard. Was that the one? Where he looked like he was like just... Man, I feel like that was super old. Maybe it was a different show. There was like a show he was on where it was just like he was living in an apartment. But I don't know if it was called the Louis C.K. show. That's going to bother me. Man, Sarah's rear is so... Hey, since Reen's kind of out self-insert... No, that's inappropriate. Please... No, we will not get out the horny stick for Divine Wing because, quite frankly, how do you avoid looking at that? Eh? Well, seriously, driving out here at night is already dangerous, but going off-road is practically suicide. That's right. Lights aren't just guideposts, but a monster to turn as well. And the truck's not completely busted, is it? Maybe I can help. Presents again. Everyone, move! I dropped my guard. Below us. Hopefully my coffee's still warm. I warmed it. Oh, there's a penis-looking monster right there. 33 minutes for when I forgot about my coffee. That's some sort of abyss worm. It must have been after the truck. So this is turned from, the RV with Jesse and Walt being broken down to Tremors. And it seems we're not getting out of here without a fight. Let's do this. Leroy Jenkins.
That's a strong one.
Well, at least I got chicken.
I've got you.
I'm up.
Brave orders. What we got? 4 turns with a critical rate of 30% and accelerates. 4 turns with a critical rate of 50% with insight of 2 turns. That sounds a little bit better. I'll take the insight for a little bit less.
It's my turn. Second form, Gale! Now!
And then we'll build that back up. This thing is not gonna get anything.
Now! An opening!
I got this.
Do ya? Huh? Do ya?
This one's on the house. Now, everyone at once.
Understood.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am?
There.
This poor thing.
Yes.
It just didn't have a proper chance. Fun fact! Due to the earthquakes in Japan, the Pokemon anime had never featured the move Earthquake over its entire... Really? That is a fun fact. Here's also a fun fact. You made out with your sister! Any Eurotrip fans in here will get that joke. I wasn't just referring to Divine Wing and whether he made out with his sister or not. I just realized that Eurotrip is a great movie. But whether or not you got it, I don't know. 50% chance of a freeze on this guy. Why not?
Huh?
But you just set up that joke ever so well, so I had to do it. Any plans for the weekend for all my friends here? Scotty doesn't know that Fiona and me do it in my van every Sunday. She tells him she's in church, but she doesn't know that she's on her knees. And Scotty doesn't know. Scotty, oh, look what you started, Lothars. Scotty doesn't know. So don't tell Scotty. Scotty doesn't know. Scotty doesn't know. Oh, that's right. WrestleMania. Right?
Now! An opening!
I don't even think that was a credited spot for when he was in that.
Now!
Roman is the son Dusty always wanted. Oh, that is funny.
Here's our chance.
An opening!
It's my turn.
What is the deal? Gold Dust, Dustin Rhodes. Different mother than Cody, correct?
Now! An opening!
Ready.
Ha!
It's my turn.
DJ, I think you're going to get what you want. I do not see any scenario where Cody loses.
This is it!
The only thing is I'm unsure of, do they still break up the...
Sarah.
You sure have grown up.
What do they call them? What's Roman Reigns call himself with everybody? He's the tribal chief, but and then you got the honorary Uce, Sami Zayn. What's their name thing? As what's their group called? Does that continue on if he loses? Supposedly they're now saying he should keep it to SummerSlam, but Roman should never have the title. He's so boring. The Bloodline, thank you. Yeah, like if he loses, is that the end of the Bloodline? Because okay, so he's not after he hit Roman after being the honorary Uce, right? Can I just point this out though, Lothar? You bring a good point up about Brock Lesnar. And to a lesser extent, Goldberg, although I have no interest in seeing Goldberg, but he's the same as why people want to see him. When I went to see Survivor Series in Toronto many moons ago, I believe the main event was, I'm gonna have to look this up, but I want to say it was Goldberg versus Kevin Owens. But Brock Lesnar was in it as well, I think. I can't honestly remember. I should remember, but many beers were had. But to me, like, it was just, I wanted to see Brock Lesnar because back then was like, you still wanted to see Brock Lesnar because he's freaking Brock Lesnar. And Goldberg to the lesser extent because in Canada, we were always a WWE country. I talked about this before. WCW wasn't really available unless you had satellite, which really wasn't a thing for a lot of people unless you were extremely well off. And then it wasn't until the later years that you could watch WCW Nitro after Raw because it was on the same network. And that was before Vince bought them. Yes, you could watch Thunder, but Thunder was a terrible show. And they'd never get anybody. And again, you had to have cable to get TBS, right? Like, I mean, I had cable, but I mean, it was like a niche thing of like the only thing you got on TBS back then was WCW Thunder and Atlanta Braves baseball, right? So that thing wasn't playing around. But between the four of us, it wasn't so bad. That didn't hurt that Reen was able to fight at his full strength. Gonna make me blush. She must have noticed I was suppressing my powers before. Wow, that's incredible. Thank you. Oh, I can't think I stand up here. I just hope AEW does not sign Goldberg. I really hope. And in even hearing all of the stuff go on and on about the possibility of CM Punk coming back. I mean, it always goes back to me. I think it was Triple H that said it many, many moons ago, and maybe it was Vince as well. But it's the type of thing of like, if it makes sense for business, maybe bring him back. There is no denying that as much of a dickhead CM Punk may be, the guy still draws and the guy still makes money, right? And he's probably... I mean, I like to think of like, I understand, as much as I love the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega, the Elite, I understand that they are not really known like CM Punk is known, like Jon Moxley is known. And you do the math and you go, well, where did they come from? They came from WWE. That's why they're known, right? Like, that's just how it works. Yeah, night 2, I'm assuming that's Sunday night is the night of Roman versus Cody. Let me give you a hand. Wait, have they sold out that giant stadium for 2 nights? Has it just dawned on me why they do 2 nights outside of like just not having one giant show, but the fact that you could sell double the amount of tickets and still sell out? Because I'm assuming outside of buying a package, maybe, that if you want to see WrestleMania, you buy a ticket to see night 1 or night 2, or you can get a package probably, but you're just getting charged double, right? Because I know a lot of people, like if you're coming from out of town, they do that travel package thing where you get like airfare, a hotel, or maybe you don't get the airfare or whatever. I remember Dan Reichert talked about it. Of sort of that was the way to do it. It's expensive, but it's well done because like they provide transportation because it's a hotel they've already set up with and everything like that. So WWE's travel package, that is what I did when I went to WrestleMania 33. Yeah, like if I was ever to do one, because they probably would not. I think they've outgrown the Skydome, and there isn't anything bigger than the Skydome in Canada. I mean, they might do it, but I mean, they're at a point now where they can fill 100,000 stadium, right? So unless Toronto decides to build a giant stadium for God knows what, I don't know, unless we get a football team, I don't think it'll ever be in Canada, unfortunately. Almost needs more moves, man. I like him. How tall is that guy, though? He's like 7 foot something, isn't he? Like, isn't that just his thing? I'm big. He had to drive to Orlando, but everything was part of the travel package. Well, that's good. 7'4". Yeah, his thing is you just get to see a guy who's 7'4". There aren't many of those people around, right? So, and we help take back the truck to Raquel. But, like, for me, like, I would make a bigger vacation out of it, like, wherever it would be. Like, I mean, just like for, like, DJ went down for WrestleMania 33. Like, for me to go to Orlando, I'm not just going for the weekend, right? I would probably take 2 weeks off, and I would probably go to Disney and do all that stuff on 1 week, and then, you know, do the WrestleMania thing. Whatever, like, but even then, like, I like wrestling. I can't tell. But that's a lot of wrestling in a weekend, like, especially if you're talking going to NXT as well, type of thing, right? Omos versus Brock is the bathroom break match for me. Really? I remember, I feel so bad of saying this, but you can't tell me that they don't plan those things out. Like, there's no way you'd have back-to-back matches that would be fantastic. It very rarely happens. It's always, like, timed out of, like, yeah, people are probably going to go to a washroom or grab something from the concession stand at this point, right? Yeah, like I feel like that's just too much for me. Like, and I'd feel bad because the NXT shows are always good. I have no interest in the Hall of Fame. And of course, WrestleMania, and I would not go to the Raw the next day either. But again, if that's all part of your travel package, oh my God, you must have dropped the mint. I can't believe you took the back road at night. I always tell you this, and I don't want to say it again, but maybe it wasn't the best idea this time around. Yeah, I messed up. I wasn't well equipped either. And most importantly, I shouldn't have gone this late at night. Seriously, you really let that sales manager take advantage of you. I get that you want to use the mall to springboard us forward, but I think we should focus on getting along again, sir, first. Yeah, but that would cause our sales for the month too. I mean, thank you. If you hadn't come, I would have been swallowed whole. Thank you for saving my brother. Though I suppose I should expect no less from the famous Thors or a Bracer for that matter. No problem, miss. It's what we're here for. I'm just glad that you're safe. And the damage to your truck doesn't seem that bad. I think this was a good lesson for you. Just please be a little more careful from now on. Would like to thank you too. Please accept this. That was your Kurt Angle got inducted. Yeah, I guess like they always try to do one big wrestler. So obviously this year is Stacy Keibler's legs. She is the big induction right there right now. It's Rey Mysterio, I believe. That's all he gave me was 3,000. Now we did get a new orbment for fighting that thing. It was something yellow. I'd like to see what that was. Steel balls. No, steel bells. Steel bells. It's Christmas time in Rockwell. ATS 30 into damage, 30% and delay halved when using Earth Farts. Now, does anybody use Earth Farts? No. That's honestly funny. Like, of all things, no one really uses them, oddly enough. I saw DDP, Teddy Long, Kurt Angle, a few. That was nice. The only thing I would say that sort of bugs me about the Hall of Fame is they try to make it like it's like the Oscars type of event, right? But then, like, so you have everyone dressed up nice, like in a suit, but then, like, you have the fans there who just sort of overdo it and, like, sort of doesn't help with the mood of it, I guess. If I was someone talking, like, these people are crying, they're having, you know, they're happy to be where they are, and you have people like, one more match, like, just let it, just, I don't know what I'm asking for, I guess. I was checking to see if I did get everything here. It looks like I did. I don't know what a ride-along Mona is. I know Mishi. I can't see what it is. I mean, it's only 1,000, so I could buy it, but... Alright, now let's finally head on over to New Blanc. And then, of course, like, you also just have, like, it's pretty cool, like, because there's also a bunch of indie stuff that goes on and around, oh, there's a pawn shop we can go to, that isn't associated with WWE, right? Like, which is really nice. Hey there, Pops, you look well. Huh? What? Bracer's here too? Party's really getting started around here, ain't it? I had a hunch given that Ash returned. Are you saying wherever that kid goes, trouble follows? Have you heard from our resident delinquent? He's something all right. He's gone up against mobsters and fought off thieves who came here during the Civil War. Just does whatever he wants. I like him still. He seems to be popular around here in his own way, and people are constantly trying to recruit him. Why did he choose Thors of all places? I don't know. No one knows what he's thinking. I guess that's what makes him so dangerous. Either way, we should keep a close eye on him. I'll do that. I also went to WrestleMania Access and got to meet, yeah, that's another good thing. Yep, I keep forgetting about that. Exchange. What do you got? Oh, we already have a coffee grind. Have I been here already? Maybe. The Meister gloves. The impenetrable shield. Boy, he gives a hell of an exchange rate there. Or maybe it's always cool. Yeah, like it's one of my bucket lists. Like another one of my bucket lists is I would love to go to Wrestle Kingdom. But again, like that's a whole other thing too of just like, you know, I ain't going to Japan for a weekend type of thing, right? So, you know, and the older and older I get, the harder and harder it would be to go off and do something like that. So, but oh, that coffee's terrible. Come here. Light checkup on the small human. I'd rather travel somewhere else and not go to WrestleMania. Yeah, like it's the whole thing because I'm a fan of it. It's on the bucket list. I'd love to do it, but I'm with you on that. Like it sounds weird, but like I'm a wrestling fan at heart. Oh, that was weird. But I'm not a fan of your typical wrestling fan, if that makes sense. I don't like the way the majority of them act. And I've been to enough shows to like that irritates me. And do I want to be around 100,000 of them? Not to say that they're all like that, but I mean, there's a word I'm trying to think of. There's a stereotype that your typical wrestling fan is. And I feel like you would see them in spades at a WrestleMania show. Maybe you wouldn't see them too much at like say a Raw, SmackDown, or a pay-per-view event that's not the big four because it's going to be more of a centralized to that particular area. But it's sort of like the anime fan stereotype. They share a lot. WrestleMania 33 was the one night in Orlando, outdoor stadium in the hot sun. It started at 5 p.m. And which one? When was the one that it started to rain? Wasn't that one like not too long ago? Definitely looks the part of a high-end club. I expect they'll have a fine selection of both wine and women. Okay, enough with the sparkling eyes. It's my first time visiting an establishment like this. How about we start by asking the staff some questions? Yeah, we talked about this last stream or the stream before that, Lothars. I feel like maybe WWE is either run out of people to put into the Hall of Fame because they started putting 8 people at a time, which I think was the first mistake. I think if you would have kept it at 5 or under per year, That would have been fine. But some years they had like, oh, let's put DX, let's put NWO, let's put, then you end up having like, people were inducted twice. Some like it doesn't even make any goddamn sense. I mean, it should just be based, like Andy Kaufman doesn't make any sense to me at all. Tim White, he was a referee from what most people would know. Further back, the older you are, you would know that Tim White was basically Andre the Giant's handler. I don't like that word handler, but that's what it was referred to. That was pretty much, make sure Andre the Giant was not falling asleep on hotel lounges. Because no one was going to move him. And that's another thing too, Lothars, of like, if you can have a small class of 4 or 5 people, but every single one of them are bangers, then that's good too. Like, I don't understand the Andy Kaufman thing at all. Is it just because he had an association with Jerry Lawler before he was even in WWE? Like, unfortunately, the guy is dead, so you can't even have him like come up and do a bit, for crying out loud. But WWE Hall of Fame, I went like 8 people. I think the speeches, yeah, and that's the other thing too. Like it's an award show and they get their due. But I mean, geez, Louise, whee! That year, 1176 Grand Chardonnay was divine. He's here? What's Marquis Ballad doing in Raquel? Thank you for choosing us as your hosts yet again. We look forward to your next visit. Phew! It was an absolute delight, my good man. I shall be back tomorrow once all the crap has been dealt with. And when I do, you may shout from the rooftops that this here is the Duke's favorite place to be. Your honors. Please take care on your way back to Ordis. Ha ha ha, of course. Yeah, although China was inducted. Never thought she would see the light of day on that one, but that guy's supposedly the next Duke Cayenne. Shouldn't be preparing for the Imperial Provincial Council. Contrary to his behavior, I've heard he's proven himself to be an excellent businessman. He turned quite a profit of investing in the construction of a plant from the Rhineford Company. That's a surprise. It's about the only good thing he's known for. As the temporary family head, he's mostly known for abusing his power. We'll be preparing the club now for all our customers. Try to have everything ready by 9 p.m. Yes, sir. I need to fix my makeup. Excuse me. Good evening. Were you hoping to come inside? I'm afraid we're just finished hosting a private party. We'll need a bit more time to prepare for our reopening. Oh, that's too bad. I was hoping to play. Do you host private events often? Not particularly. The Marquis just happens to be a frequent customer. I can't provide many details as part of our privacy policy, but he's been coming every day recently. Every day? Any useful information will be hard to come by. Should we even broach the subject of the Red Constellation? Now, I may ask you something, sir. Are you the Ashen Chevalier, Mr. Reen Schwarzer? Wow. You surprised me. I was hoping I wouldn't be as easy to recognize in the dark. You forgot your glasses, Reen. I've developed a good eye since I started working here. You also stand out when accompanied by such lovely faces. Might I presume, then, that you have some interest in our old management? That's obvious, huh? Wait a minute. Are you going to tell us about the ogre and her little entourage? You could take it that way, I suppose. The last time they were here was a few days ago, and should be long gone from Raquel at this point. Oh, that's a shame. Thanks for cutting right to the chase, though. Is this an admission that they're still affiliated with this location? Not in the least. They were only here to give their regards. I just thought I'd save you a bit of time. Schwartz is as big as mine. It would please me if you would return next time as a customer. It would be both an educational experience for you and a joy to our hostesses to serve one of your status. Quite the businessman. You can count on me coming back. Excuses. Really, it was that long ago, eh, DJ? I mean, it always bothered me of like when it was like Triple H dated her, and I know she went into like the whole like porn scene after she left, and then it was always like, oh, do you ever think that you'll have her in the Hall of Fame? And it was always like Triple H is like, what do I say to my kids that we have a porn star in the Hall of Fame? I'm sitting here like, really? That's the only thing you can come up with? By the way, I have a former president who's been indicted for the first time in history as part of the Hall of Fame, but let's not go there either, right? Like, pick and choose, I guess. We now know for certain that New Blanc was once a source of income for the Red Constellation. It's hard to say if they're still affiliated, but that manager, from my perspective, was sincere. I don't believe he was lying either. What would be the point for him? So, should they put the Red Constellation investigation on hold? I think so. We're short on time, so let's move on. Next is the members-only casino Alicia, which had information on Zephyr. All right, ready when you are. I guess I should be checking to make sure I'm not missing like every... see, like that. Like, if you didn't check that, I would have just went right to the casino and would have just missed that thing entirely. I love the glow of the lights. Either that, it's my cataracts acting up. Oh, is someone vomiting? We've all been there. Your lordship, I told you drinking so much would be dangerous. Not as dangerous as your driving. Oh, here comes the next low. I don't want to go anywhere near that. You should avoid attracting attention. Come on. That was pretty funny. Here's where Zephyr was last spotted. Oh, I think I just noticed possibly what T3 was noticing about Sarah's bum. Well, you really get an eyeful there. It's probably just an upper thigh there, but you're not far from. Let you do the math on that one. In we go then. Welcome to Alicia. Would you care to show us your membership card? See, I just put words in your mouth though there, T3, right? I knew we need a card. No, it was Divine Wing, right? But, you can just take names and they're just ever so, right? What's this? New customers? Why not register with us? It's only 1,000 mira per person. And if one of you registers, you can also bring friends as guests. It's not a bad price. All right, I'll register. Please, Reen, allow the RMP to cover. Oh, it's fine. He's all grown up. Let Reen show off us for a little bit. Oh, certainly. I was getting a card showing off. Woo-hoo! I'll get you set up right away. And after a simple registration process, Reen received his membership card. God, are you kidding me? Did I actually have to pay 1,000 for that? Judging from the time, this is probably going to be my last investigation of the night. Is there any last minute stuff I need to check up on in the city? I don't think so. But I am going to save just beforehand, just in case that is some bumfuckery going on. Oh, you coming in? We've got 4 guests coming right in. I think so. This game is a lot better than the previous ones of sort of letting you know when there's something going on or something on the map to check out. So I can be appreciative of that. Well, this is really nice. Tell me about it. It's certainly right at home in the city of entertainment. Look at how crowded it is. It's a shame we don't have time to play tonight. Well, there's always next time. Did you get yourself a membership already? Sheesh, you really gonna come back, huh? Anyways, this is where Zephyr was last spotted. Be careful. All right. So what do we got? We got upstairs or something. Lots of people to talk to. red, red. Come on, red. It's been black 7 times in a row now. It's got to be red. That's not how that works. Welcome to Alicia. We are a luxury casino that prides itself on its exclusivity. If there's anything I can assist you with, please just let me know. Hello there. Would you like to play? You can make up to 100,000 mira in a single night, you know. 100,000 mira? And I presume someone here has? Indeed, it was just last year. We had a common individual, I shall call them, walk in with more luck than most would dream of having. They held fast to one rule: don't leave the city with a single mirror in their pocket. And so they spent everything they won and more in the club that night. That being said, they were truly in a state of regret upon waking the next morning. A lame ending. Would have been a better story if they had no regrets. And I'm sure most come across their share of regrets thanks to liquid courage. Not every day you hear of someone blowing that much at a casino. This might be a good story for Monk.
I've been waiting, Reen. Give me the dirt.
So here's what I heard. Some guy blew $100,000 and then didn't leave with any money. He probably blew it all on cocaine and hookers.
That's good stuff.
That's what I thought, Monk. I thought you'd like that.
Send you your prize.
He didn't have to do that, but thanks. Is this casino guest urinated on the floor here or what? This customer right here is in the midst of a high-stakes game. His bet was massive, and if he wins, he'll have more money than he'll know what to do with. Think he'll pull it off? No. It's crooked. 500,000 mirror. 500,000 mirror, it's definitely not going to go off because they just went on about some guy who just won 100,000. Oh, chatty Cathy's. What are you drinking? A rosé with Marjorie? My trip to Crossbell last month was such fun. Now, what should I do for tonight? How about, do you want to bump uglies with Frederick? Frederick, you're giving me some Bill Cosby vibes with the extra special wine. Frederick's like, can you go away? I wanna, put my pudding pop in that Jello. Bold words, that was just chance. But if you insist, then sure, let's have ourselves a match. Wait, a match on a roulette or on a what is that? Roulette. Sorry, I'll get it together. Looking for something? If you can't find it here, there's still the second floor. All right. How come I can't play a game? Did that guy just pull an MJF, I'm better than you and you know it, on me? Probably. Welcome. You can exchange Mira for coins here. Can't afford to play around right now, but maybe I'll play when I've got a little minute to myself. They even get the working man here. Oh man, your knockers are freaking huge. Did you want to have some fun with a real man? Sorry, but I'm not into men who can't handle their liquor. Excuse me, I must be going. Barking up the wrong tree here. Both these ladies and their knockers belong to me. What? That ain't fair. I'm so happy I spoke with that man. I just love a man who smells like Mira. Everything they say enchants me. What if he ran out of money there, hostess? Would that be what you're interested in? Does he have a real name? Is that, just talk to the casino guest. Oh, something's happening there. Oh, I just was that lady just staring at that plant or what? Would you like any drinks? Would love one. Oh, so you're just going to ask me but then not offer me anything? Okay, sure. Slot machine's my favorite one in the joint. If I played this one, I just can't stop winning. Don't tell anyone, though. You also look like you're 12. Some crowd over there by the poker table. Should we take a look? This investigation will end should you choose to proceed. Check the poker table or leave. I'm just going to see if I can get my son to use the potty one more time. Okay, potty. No. Oh, getting that kid to use the potty now is a tough go. Excuse me. Ooh.
Oh yeah, this hand's a beaut.
Tell me you aren't part of Zephyr without telling me you're part of Zephyr.
Well, ain't this a bitch? I messed up. Say, is it too late to back out on that bet?
That's unbecoming of the king, you know.
Oh, low blow.
All right, dealer, let's get this show on the road.
If you would, gentlemen, please show your hands.
Got a full house. Read 'em and weep. Sorry, 4 of a kind. What? Oh, for the love of Ideals, you gotta take it easy on this old fart. Might have played you a little too hard on this one. A royal flush. Oh. You gotta be kidding me. Well, you certainly know how to bluff. You've won all the chips on the table. Sorry, but let me have this one. You still got it, boss. You haven't been cheating, right? Where were you, Zeno? I thought traps were your thing. Now you're young. You can bounce back from a loss or two. What do you say? How about the winner buys the losers a drink? Damn it. Get off your high horse. Aren't you?
Well, hey, nice to see you again.
Now Zephyr was the one that Fee was a part of, right? But now Fee has become a bracer.
Where'd I see you before? Sutherland? You're a sight for sore eyes, Purple Lightning.
Well, yeah, good to see you too, Jagger King. I'm amazed you can greet us so casually. If he's the Jagger King, then he's Fee's... You would be the head of Zephyr, correct?
Long time no see, I see, maiden.
Have I seen this other one around somewhere before?
You'd make any man jealous being surrounded by such beauties. All right. What do you say we take this little chat to that lounge by the corner?
Hey, they're starting to speak what I like.
That is what you came here for, isn't it?
Yeah, please. Leon sounds like the Arby's guy in the commercial. Wait, the Arby's guy? We don't have many Arby's here, therefore we don't have many Arby's commercials. What? You didn't order a drink? The night is still young. Don't be shy about the price. It's all on me. Easy for you to say. Thanks for the offer, but I'm in the middle of work. Not to mention I don't have the balls to get drunk in front of you guys. Suppose it never hurts to be cautious. Well, you're gonna make me cry. And what, might I ask, brings a daughter of one of the 4 great houses in the Icy Maiden to me? I'm not here in any official capacity, and it would be a waste to not enjoy Raquel's nightlife after coming all the way to La Mer. Fair enough. Load off then. By the by, I always wanted to thank you for taking care of Fee. That's not something you need to thank us for. We were classmates. Of course I'd help her. Fee decided on her own to join Class 7 and become a bracer. If you've got time to thank us, then why not go talk to her? Ouch. You don't mince words, do you? It does sting a little. Still, as we told you on the Pentagrule, we appreciate you looking after her. All right. Do you mind if we get back to business? You're not going to pretend it's some coinkydink we saw you here, right? What are you guys helping out the Black Workshop with? Oh, this is really nice. You don't mince words either. I like that. Why not ask a little more then? Aren't you curious about what you saw in Sutherland? Shadow. Sure, I'm curious, but will you give me an answer? Not for free. We Jaggers aren't ones to just talk to anyone. Oh, be honest. Do you think he's pulling a gun out on us? He would have murdered us long ago. How about we play this? What is that? Is that a Vantage Masters deck? I think it is. We've been playing recently. Here's the real game. You can beat all of us. We might be inclined to let you in on what we know. That's all we have to do? You sure are a real piece of work, boss. I'm not going to back you up if you complain later. You should always give the young a fighting chance. Besides, the reward's always sweeter when you take it by force. So how about it, Schwarzer? That's fine. I don't mind telling you. But taking your spoils by force is the Jaeger's way through and through. Is that okay with you? Like father, like daughter. If that's what you want, I accept. I've played Blade, so it's easy to pick up. I'll join in. The only problem is I need to make my own deck from scratch. If only this were blackjack or poker. We can't make this too easy for you, Major. I've got two of the same deck. Seems fair enough if we use an identical set, yeah? I would say so. Let me be the judge for this. We need someone to take out and look out for cheating. Do as you like. I'll play one then. I'll play two. How should we do the matchups? I'll go against Purple Lightning. Then I will take the Icy Maiden. Guess that leaves me and you. Now, don't you dare bare your fangs just yet. Save those for the game. It's very like a Bond-esque type of thing, right? Like, I mean, it's not like we have a hatred for these people or anything, but we know they're a villain type person. But like, we're being casual with them, of course. And Angelica confirmed the decks were indeed identical before allowing... Oh, wait, so do I have to use a different deck than what I'm used to? I'll play Transmute. I'm telling you, you don't want to use that card just yet. You're good. I'll use my Blaze to power up and do 6 points against the Master. That was a strong move. How are you two holding up? They're both good, but the other side's pushing hard. Come on now, focus more on your own game. You don't want to miss what I'll do next. I activate this Curia Bill card, damage to all. Ugh, can't lose here.
You all suck. What?
What on earth?
Just what are you all doing here?
Shocking.
We're here to rescue you again.
That's what it looks like.
Took us long enough to find you.
Surprised they even let you kids in.
Hey, I remember you lot. See some new faces, too.
Nice to see you again, Black Rabbit.
What brings you guys here?
That's our line.
We came all this way to find you.
The way that Altina says that with such a deadpan face is hilarious. Just like, you can't play this game with me here.
Let's talk later.
Okay then. Let me sib on in for you, Valstein. I can turn your game around. You doing subs? I know this game to some extent. I'm not quite as adept with complex calculations as you, Major, but would you mind if I took your place? Are you two serious? Yeah, I've hit my limit. It's true that they most likely know the game better than us. But do you take issue with the change? I don't, personally. Nothing wrong with mixing things up. Let's see how you play. Are you two really sure? Well, this isn't an interesting turn of events. Let's say we start over with them. Why even offer with you're the one who's winning? You've been too focused on what your partners are doing. Don't make sense and it's fun for me. Let's start fresh and take the game seriously this time. All right, if you insist. I'll even let you play with your own deck, if you want. I'll stick with mine, of course. Should I keep using the Jaeger King's deck? I might stand a chance with my own collection. As much as I'm intrigued to use the borrowed deck, I know my deck. Everyone knows their own penis. And that's, since you're fine with it, I'm gonna go ahead and use my own deck. Good. All right, ready when you are, Schwarzer. Are they gonna be okay? I don't know, but what choice do we have? His opponent is none other than the Jagger King. We just have to wait and see. Good luck, kids. And you too as well, Reen. All right, let the rank match begin. Rutger and Reen begin. Here goes. Bring it. I want to see what his card was. It said Beast or something. Yeah, that's not bad. What are we dealing with here? So he can draw a card and counterattacks deal 2 damage. Does that mean he attacks and does 2 damage? Or I guess he has to do the ability, like, I don't know how to approach that. All right, so his, like, we got to get some stuff out planned, and we also have to get some stuff, you know, can't play that one yet anyway, so let's get move you. Can't play you yet. And that's going to cost 3 mana to do that. Not much I can do at this moment, so. God! He's got some powerful cards. Uh-oh. Feel like I am in some deep doo-doo here. HP to card. Oh, God! And I'd also, like, I feel like I don't have a lot of those cards left. So, like, when I basically just shoving some things out here that not a good start. Oh my God. Okay. I don't see. Well, oh, please do not. Throw you there. Throw you there. I can't move these, can I? That's the one thing that sucks. What was this borrowed deck? Does anyone know? Like, is it the same deck he has? Like, that could be interesting, but he seems like he has a super powerful deck. Good. Oh my god. I don't even know what to... Okay, I gotta get rid of some things here. Well, if he moves, like I can't even kill that thing. That's the other thing that sucks. I am almost dead, but I gotta get rid of one of these that can attack me, and it's. Like he could, I think I'm dead. I think I've used the knight skill. Yeah, I think I'm done. Regardless, to be honest, he can do that. He can use it. There's two. I think I'm done. Have you added any new cards? No, I haven't really touched my deck in quite some time because it's honestly worked so well lately. But I haven't run into something obviously like this. I mean, I guess like I haven't edited my deck. So like, I probably should look into doing something obviously with it, but why didn't you finish me off there? Oh, just gonna say. It seems I have to do this. So let's take wait, what on here should I be like getting rid of? I like these cards. I like the Nadial cards of blocking. That's huge. It seems like a lot of the other things were not doing well for me. Again, getting these guys out, like it seems to be like getting the ranged and then using the knight to oomph people up, right? You're playing Final Fantasy VII 2 weeks ago back or so, right? I played it yesterday, T3. Right now I'm switching back and forth between the two games. So like, literally the next stream will be Final Fantasy, then back to this, then back to Final Fantasy VII. So yeah, we're back and forth with them. Just a little bit of change of pace, so I don't lose my mind, tear up my hair, type of thing. Like I feel like I'm not using those. Look at the Perion. That is a range card. So okay. Like you mean this one? Farion? Is that what you mean? Farion or Perion? Doesn't really have anything extra, but it does. Oh, I didn't even look at the top. That's the name of the cards. Okay. So So I'm thinking like I could probably get rid of Dharma. Like I don't need Dharma. I especially don't need 3 of them. So it's Decom. Is that how you say it? I mean, I just get everything wrong. Get rid of hepatitis. And that's another thing too, is like it's sort of a built with a fire sort of aspect. I don't think I need that. I think we need to start throwing in some more fire and, you know, unfortunately we didn't get any blaze cards either, right? Like that adds 3 attack. If we would have got lucky enough and got those out rather quickly, that would have turned things around, obviously. But I think this is still a ranged like deck. So we got 5 cards to add. Let's just sort of see what we got with fire that we can add in. I think that would be a good card to add in. I know it's not a ranged card, but again, having something that's up front that would be tank-like. Cat! How are you? Good to see you. That is a good one. Yeah, like, see, like, I haven't even looked at my goddamn cards to even know what the hell we were missing. The thing is that I've been missing. What does the wings mean? It is. I don't have a beverage, though. Oddly enough. I'm out of beer. I also got to go to work later, so it's shocking absolutely everybody. I will not be still celebrating 5 o'clock somewhere. Do it for me, please. Wings means heaven. Oh, so it doesn't mean it's ranged in any way, shape, or form. I don't believe... I do. It's not that I don't have... Okay, look. I might have one bev. One. Maybe. Cat, you pulled my... But it's only 11:30. So maybe we'll wait for the noon hour to stick around. Yes, buddy? We got magic. Oh, Jesus. What are these things? Seals an enemy's actions for 2 turns. If your master is the witch, the enemy is sealed for 3. Are these any good? If you see a bow and arrow on the card, that is ranged. Deals 6 damage to the target if your master is the paladin. Oh my God, what are these things? How? I think I'll probably have some pizza for tonight. I'll probably get Little Caesars. I don't know if you guys have Little Caesars in where you are. Vanish and Uptide. All water attribute cards gain HP and attack, and the enemy's Earth, Fire, and Heaven attribute cards each. Oh, yes, these are very good. These are very good. I might try. See, I'm afraid of starting something new. So I may just go with the old the 5. It's not $5. I think it's $7 here in Canada, but the medium pepperoni, and I'll probably get some crazy bread for sure. Now American Shades, we have Domino's and Papa John's. Papa John's is terrible. Some Dutch chains too called New York Pizza. Okay, how is Dutch pizza? Like, I mean, you have the chain places, which I assume probably taste the same anywhere. But, like, how is Dutch pizza? It's fine? Guess you're close enough to Italy that it's okay, right? Geez, like, even having a couple of those. Sealing people would be good. Typically more thin crust, but yeah, okay. All right, I need to add 2 more cards. Maybe just getting another range guy out there would be good. Oh, I do have another tank. Oh, that's the one that you mentioned. Okay. I think that might be okay. I usually don't eat Dutch pizza either. Authentic Italian restaurant or Domino's. Wait, are you telling me that Domino's is not an authentic Italian restaurant? I don't buy that for $1. All right. I think this is saved. No, I do not want to do that. Return. Yes. Okay. I think we're ready to go again. Have you had a Montreal bagel? Yes, I have had a Montreal bagel. Bagel. I think part of that was I just got dumped on with some shitty hands right off the hop. Like, see, this is the problem. I start with so low. Like, these are good. These are good, but I can't use anything. What is so special about Montreal bagels? It's hard to tell. Like, just say what it is. Like, they just hit right. They might as well be a giant donut, but they're really good. We got one shop locally, which is really subpar. T3, I'm really upset that you just didn't eat them, quite honestly. All right, let's get rid of Vanish for now. And there's like a little bit of a cheese to it as well. How do you get to play so many? Okay, they were all just 1 point. I see, said Blind Man. Wow, they're just really giving it to me. No, they're bad. We have better shot. Okay, when do your turns end, sir? Oh, you're playing the long con game like I do here. All right. Hate to waste it on that guy. Oh, but then that gets rid of him. Nice. Nice. It's a good start. Play the 0 card on your master on that guy, eh? Yeah, might as well just get some things up. Good call. Good call. I would like to move him just in case I get the... I'm going to put Blix at the back if I can. The dough wasn't cooked all the way, though. It's disgusting. Just freeze it more, T3. You have to freeze them more. I think that's how that works. Just give me a donut all day. What is that? Cat, have you finished Dragon Quest XI? Have I asked this already? Maybe. I don't know. See here, I'm also afraid of now playing these guys just to get the hits. But I do need to get them out there doing things. See, that's damage, but I should go south and buy some more right now. I am very far. Oh God, that doesn't help my inner workings though. I'm supposed to be working though. It is a huge game. I have to finish it. I had to start it over again and then finish it again. Oh, attack his master with the water card, but then there goes my water card. Although it is damage that we need to be doing right now. Okay. Oh, that's right. Then I get a... Oh, good thinking there. Good thinking, DJ. I was not thinking that. Yeah, and then use that on the Blix, right? There we go. Okay, we are now using our brains. We are now using the brains. Oh, you son of a beach. You whore. You whore. How dare you? How dare you do such a thing? I guess I could do that, right? I really do not want to bring out my Blix again, but... There's two bagel places that are really good, and one of them has Zatar. I don't even know what that is. Zatar. Oh, I can remove the skill. Great. I think. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. There we go. Okay. Time for murder. Oh, I need to get rid of... Which one of you did such a thing? Now attack. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to attack that guy? Or... No, I couldn't do that. Never mind, sorry. Yep, get rid of you. I'm not gonna take any damage. Looks like we went up over there and kissed. Honestly, I'm impressed you managed to keep playing the same game series. They're different enough from a player's perspective, Kat, and part of the reasons to me is as well, the story is starting to get a little bit more broader, where even though like I've almost started to think of them as just like a Final Fantasy, where like they just share name. Like, I mean, even though like, you know, the Cold Steel is continued or whatever, but it is a really good series. I can't say, like, you can't not start at, like, Trails in the Sky, which is a sprite-based game and looks a little rough around the edges at times. And then, of course, there is the remakes of, well, not remakes, but I mean, they redid Zero and Azure as well. But just remember, Kat, although I do, like, I'm playing Final Fantasy VII at the same time as this, right? Like, next stream's Final Fantasy VII, then back to this, then back to that. I do need that change of pace. I can't do like what DJ's doing when she streams and just play one game. I really need that change of pace. But I can't do more than like 2 games, especially not two large games, of course. It's a little too much for me, but all right, we need to get rid of that, but we can't get rid of that. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you're crazy, Kat. You are crazy. Oh, God. It's getting scary. I will forget what is going on and how to play the other game. I mean, that happens to me, too, obviously. But, you know, it is just how it has to go sometimes. All right. Oh, my God. I mean, I love that you're giving me more Blix. I love it. But I feel like you just put them at 4, and then I can still do it, and I can still attack. I've got to get rid of that seal, though. But I'm okay with what we're doing right now. I think we're okay. Attack the card beside his mouse. See, we're on the same page, DJ. Now we're reading the same book. I think that's something to say. Oh God. At least he attacked the wrong one. At least he's a moron. And we just got another one anyways. All right, we're getting what I wanted, which is good. I wanted that card for the longest time. Whoa, for the longest time. See, and I still got to attack this stupid thing back here. Don't even give him an opportunity. Don't even give him the opportunity. Like, I could play that, like, just to get him up there. Because, like I said, I haven't even gotten my Might as well just put it there. It just bothers me. I can't do too much more. Yeah, we'll get him. I think we're doing okay. But much better than last time for sure. But I need to get that master. Oh, okay. This may have just worked out. Oh my God! It's finally worked out for us. How did we ever get such a thing? I'm gonna move you over here. I'm gonna get you to attack the master. Because you're gonna be dead anyways. But I need you to waste that point. There we go. You're gone. And then we're going to use your skill. There we go. And then we're going to use this. Do I get rid of that? Really just force his hand here, right? Because he's capable of doing stuff. I think so. There we go. Okay. Oh, that was right in the tillywhacker right there. Okay, Jordan is making sense of the world right now. All right, I think we're in good hands. Are you in good hands? Okay, that was expected. I was expecting you to eventually do that. I mean, you're just making my job easier here. I think we can do it here. Oh, we are one short. We are one short. Now, do we get rid of that guy? Is that guy going to be a problem? I think I really put him on his toes. Because he can take him out, right? So that's the problem. Yeah, get the master. Because if that goes terribly wrong, he's going to kill him. And well, I guess he wouldn't kill him because he would still take the hit. But he's now going to take him out. He should not have enough points to do anything. I can't do anything. I think we got him this time. A little massaging of the dick was all that was needed there, folks. But, oh, and he was stupid and he... Okay. Whatever it was that you decided to do there, sir, your life is over. It's now over. Oh! Now you hand me out? Now you give me the big boy? Now? Oh, we're just gonna have a little fun here. Now you hand me a tank. Now you hand me a tank. Are you kidding me right now? Get out of here. Thank you for the help on that one, DJ. Thank you so much. You know what that actually got? That you know, I'm gonna go get myself a beverage. Might as well, right? We got people bugging me. It's 5 o'clock somewhere in Europe, probably somewhere in Saskatchewan too. And why? Why not? Right? Celebrate a good win. All right, I'll be right back. I'm also gonna try to get my son to use the potty one more time, so we'll probably just take like a proper little break. I'll be right back.
I'm search me, I'll give it all up just to be with you. I'm so happy, now you got me. I'll surrender all my love to you. Don't you see what you're doing to me? I'm in love and I can't break free. Now I'm begging with you, baby. Please don't leave me hanging. Oh, no, no. It's a lockdown, baby. You drive me crazy. Ain't no escaping. Your love has got me doing time. You're my attorney, my judge and jury. I'm pleading guilty, so lock me up for a key. Oh, yeah. I said lock me up for a key. Yeah. Ooh, lock me up for a key. Baby, it's a lockdown, baby. You drive me crazy. Ain't no escaping. Your love has got me doing time. You're my attorney, my judge and jury. I'm pleading guilty, so lock me up for a key. You gotta take away the key, my baby. Lock me up for a key. Keep me in there. Lock me up for a key. Hey, pretty baby, come and save me. I got a confession for you. Call me crazy, but I may be committing a crime of the first degree. I'm not pretending, I mean what I'm saying. I'm coming in with my hands held high. Gotta face it, I'm not gonna make it without your love, and I got nowhere to go. Don't you see what you're doing to me? I'm in love and I can't break free. Now I'm begging with you, baby. Please don't leave me hanging. Oh, no, no, no. It's a lockdown, baby. You drive me crazy. Ain't no escaping. Your love has got me doing time. You're my attorney, my judge and jury. I'm pleading guilty, so lock me up for a key. Oh, babe. Hey, I said lock me up for a key. Yeah, ooh, yeah, lock me up for a key. You can't restrain me. You can search me. I'll give it all up just to be with you. I'm so happy. Now you got me. I'll surrender all my love to you. Don't you see what you're doing to me? I'm in love and I can't break free. Now I'm begging with you, baby. Please don't leave me hanging. Oh, no, no. It's a lockdown, baby. You drive me crazy. Ain't no escaping. Your love has got me doing time. You're my attorney.
You know, you're right. Day drinking does happen everywhere, right? Thank you for patience. I decided to serve the little guy his lunch. You know, let's break 18 things off in a blend alibi. Are we playing the game where you need to resolve as hard as steel? Is there a pun in there that we're unaware of? Maybe. No, not that we're unaware of, that we are aware of. Hi, Blunt. Because we just won against. I wonder if you would have got more AP points if we would have done it the first time. But anyways, it wouldn't be a Jordan stream if we didn't say this. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. And you have to do the smile thing, right? Was that, what if, wait, you just love hearing me sing, right? What if one day, T3, you run into a song where I don't know all of the words, though? Like, I don't know all of the words. So, like, I mean, I can sing in the chorus, like, what if God was one of us? Just as like one of us, right? Well, I guess that does it. Yes! Congrats on the win. But Muse and Ash are still playing. What? That all you got? What the hell? 3 vanishes for 18 points? You're killing me. You're killing me, Smalls. How long you been holding on to those? Don't tell me you ain't gonna say I cheated without proof, are you? Just common sense to hold on to your best move till the very end. Do Fast Car. Now, that's a song I don't know. Never heard of Fast Car. Life has no meaning to me until I finish the game. Everything else I was playing is going on until I hold them and see them damn credits. And that's the end of my turn. And the end of the game. I lost. I'd say using Uptide in round 3 saw to that. You did well to think so far ahead. Well, I wouldn't go that far. I just happen to have good draws. You got a fast car. I got a plan to get us out of beer. What have been working at a convenience? Come on, everyone knows that. Never heard that in my life. So everyone won. I'm surprised they were able to make a comeback. Each of them displayed an impressive... Okay, now I have to hear this song, Fast Car, in order to make a... Is it Tracy Chapman? Is that it? Also never heard of that person either. Yeah? Oh my god, the ads!
To anywhere. Maybe together we can get somewhere. Any place is better. Starting from 0, got nothing to lose. Maybe we'll make something. Me, myself, I got nothing to prove.
Unless this picks up, I have no idea what this is. No, I have no idea what this song is. I'm sorry, I've never heard of Fast Car in my life. And I also thought I hit the mute button, but I didn't always. Used to always be on the radio. I may be old, but I'm not that old. What an odd scene, man. It's like we can never win anything at this game. Oh, Ash probably cheated, but at least he's good enough to hide it. I'll be. Didn't I think all 3 of us would slip up? Guess I really am getting old. It doesn't feel like we won. Not only did my students have to come in and save me, but you gave me a second shot when you were winning. We're living it up at the Hotel California. Such a lovely place. Such a lovely place. Such a lovely new moon. We're living it up at the Hotel California. I don't know all the words, though, to these songs. I can just hit little things here and there. But a win's a win, and I keep my promises.
Time for your reward. I'll answer a few questions for you. That thing I showed you is called Zector. Sorry, that's the most I'm gonna say on that.
Wait, did he just show me his penis and he has a named penis? The only person I know that names their penis is Lothar's. And that's a personal thing. We'll keep it that name of it between me and Lothar's. But you mean the one we saw at Sutherland? Zector. Feels like a suitable name for a divine knight. And here's what else I want to know. Including Zephyr, I've noticed 4 groups in action. That makes you the Red Constellation, Nidhogger, and an unidentified group of Purple Jaggers. What's everyone's objective here? Going, straight shooter. Figured you'd ask. Each corps has a different objective, but you break it down in 2 sides. On one side, Morty. On one side, you've got the Red Constellation and those Purple Jaggers. On the other side, you've got us in Nidhogger. They were hired by the government. The government hired Jaggers? That does clear up some things. And the teams are about in line with what we expected. Just to make sure, Zephyr and Nidhogger are on the same side, but you weren't hired by the government, right? Exactly. We've got similar interests, so we're choosing to back them up. I'll bet you already know who hired us. And you probably already know the Red Constellation is siding with the Society. Which brings us to what you don't know. The identity of the Purple Jaggers.
Surely you've realized who they are by now, Sarah Valestein. The dead soldiers who, even after losing the Northern War, couldn't throw their pride away. The deserters from the Northern Jaegers.
Huh? The Northern Jaegers.
Are they?
The name of the unidentified Jaeger group is just a simple name like the Northern Jaegers? They're from Canada, eh?
They're a large-scale Jaeger Corps, which was based in the former North Ambria state.
I was afraid of this.
What if, Divine Wing, one day I get so good at singing that I myself get live DMCA striked on air? Yeah, their biggest military export is syrup. Don't you joke about that, Blunt. And we shoot hockey pucks at you.
Sarah.
Look, we can all joke about the Canadian stuff here, but has anyone honest to goodness had real Canadian maple syrup on your pancakes or waffles? I'm not talking that Aunt Jemima stuff. Or what do they call it now? The Pearl Milling Company? I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about you buy a vial of Yay Big and it's $20. Americano. Okay? You thought you've had sex before. Right there. You get real maple syrup up here in the Northeast. Yeah, you're close enough. Death to fake maple syrup. Now, I can't deny. I can't go around wasting real syrup on my son, okay? It's too hit or miss right now. It's too much of a national pride to have him want pancakes or waffles and then not eat it after I've drenched it with the real stuff. You can't. So it hurts to hear from a Canadian to say this, but you still have to have the Pearl Mill Company Aunt Jemima stuff. Okay? It does the job for the little ones. It's unacceptable for someone my age to even throw that even near it. I'm just letting you know. If you come rummage around in my apartment, you will find it. That would be cool. I've been singing for years, but it took years with the practice or lessons you can get there, dude. I'm already there, Divine Wing. How does it feel to have someone who just blurts it out now in 6 seconds? Far better than anybody's singing. Just like that. Right now. Yes, that is a job that I don't think I could ever handle Don't teach them the fakes. No, like, yeah. Yeah, you can't be wasting the good stuff on them. But one day he'll get there.
Hey, hold up!
And there's gonna be a time in my son's life where he's going to realize that we were giving him the crap stuff. I don't know if it's gonna be next year or if it's gonna be like when he's 10 years old or something, maybe like on a Shrove Tuesday, perhaps. And we're gonna break out the real stuff. And he's gonna, you know, we're gonna say, you want some syrup? He's gonna say, yes, of course, because that's what we call the other stuff. And we're gonna put it on there, and it's gonna be like when Homer what was he eating that one time? And he's like, I think it was like that moonwolf or something. He's gonna take it, he's gonna take a bite, and he's gonna look at my wife and I and go, what is this? What have you done? What have you done? What other lies have the Jedi told me? Right. Exactly.
We won, and you're not giving us.
Oh, my son's calling me. I'll be right back.
Who's backing who?
Yes, bud. Are you all done? Oh, god damn it. Now I gotta get the kid ice cream after with sprinkles. I have no issue with fake syrup. No, see, DJ, there's nothing wrong with it. It's easy to get used to, but have you... I'm asking... Have you had real Canadian maple syrup? Well, there's something wrong with it. I can't get mad at someone if they've never had it. I'm aware of where you live. I don't know if the maple brick comes that far down south. It might not. What you have to do, DJ, is you might have to go all the way down to Florida or Arizona, where the snowbirds go. The snowbirds are in reference to where people who live in cold climates like myself and go on down south where it's warm. So you might get lucky. You might find someone who goes down there and brings their own maple syrup. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, like it just might not be a possibility down there. They don't even know what it is. Florida here is like drinking Nestle water all your life. You used to shit drinks so you don't question it. Same with maple syrup. Wait, you shit your drinks? Or do you shit in your drinks? I'm confused now.
What can I say? We're fine with letting a little secret slip out here and there. But you ain't earned more than...
I mean, I've been to Florida. I've had their drinking water. It was okay. Shit quality drinks. I've also had shit quality drinks made for me. Like, I remember like when we went there, we stayed and I guess you'd call it, we don't really have these here. Is it an HOA or something? So like where we stayed at the house had like its own pool in its community or whatever, and it had a bar there. And, you know, one nice thing about America is alcohol is dirt cheap. But like until you really got to know the guy, like you could tell every single drink was watered down, and like I'm like, yeah, like we're like, hey dude, we're the only people here. We're from Canada. And he's like, oh, you're from Canada. Like what? You couldn't tell from our accents that apparently I can't tell. And then all of a sudden the booze started flowing. Yes, buddy. You're all done? You want ice cream now? Okay, I have to get my son ice cream, so... You okay? And took a tumble. I'll be right back. Sorry, I'm like up and down, but I'll get back to it. I promise. We'll finish this chat with Zephyr. I'm back. I think ice cream's been served. Thank you for understanding. When a small 3-year-old wants ice cream, you have to. It's like a hostage negotiation. Usually buy bottled water when I'm in Florida on vacation. Is Florida have that shitty of water? Honestly, I never would know. So do I, but since I'm a cheapo motherfucker, if I buy the Sam's Club 40 packs for $5 that's my water daily. What, you drink 40 packs of water a day? You can add up going to the Sam's Club every goddamn day.
I think that's plenty for now.
I'm jealous of you guys that you have. Maybe this is where I live, like in Ontario, but Costco does not sell booze I don't think in Canada, but I'm always annoyed about that because I want to buy my booze in bulk. It's mostly groundwater, okay. I would have thought they would have got on one of those, what are they, saline station thing where they turn the salt water from the Atlantic Ocean into wonderful drinking water or something? I don't know. Oh, so it must be an Ontario thing then, because they don't sell it in Ontario yet. You lucky bastard, Lothars. The running sometimes, man, it gets so repetitive. Man, ever since Cold Steel 2, oh wait, we won no turns and we're holding back. Turns out, someone bails out over and over and over, guys. Please switch it up. Well, I get it's expensive, but if anyone's got that money, it's Flo Rida, right?
Screw off.
Isn't that like the whole thing of like, why aren't we doing that now? Like, because eventually all of like the fresh water will be gone, and even though like we know we can do it and we can turn it into fresh, drinkable water, everyone's just like, nah, we'll worry about it later in 100 years when we have no more fresh water, right?
I knew it.
When it's just Nestle running the show.
I will say though, those were some solid matches.
Did he just cheat? Is that what he showed me there?
This was fun. Later.
Should the chance come, let's play again. Until then...
He was holding back. Oh, I wasn't really paying attention to what those cards were. Now we're all just going to have a Vantage deck orgy. Look at his cards. That was his hand? He could have dealt lethal damage with that combination. And he would have been free to play them at the end. He was going easy on us. That goes here and this goes there. I see. What? What was Master? Was he cheating too? I don't think he was. He's just that good. Well played, Jagger King. Well, as he said, a win's a win, and we got some answers. Didn't sound like much, but what he said spoke volumes. You should be proud, Reen. You too as well, Muse and Ash. Aw, thank you. No prob. Should have said it first. Thanks for helping me. But you will explain why you were in a casino unsupervised, I'm sure. Here's the adult Reen coming out. Florida's got no money because our genius governor is trying to fight a losing battle against the big mouse. And isn't it like he's losing? He fought because, correct me if I'm wrong, but where Disney is really only I can speak of my take on Florida. And from what I gather, it's like the area that they are in is very different from what like actual Florida is or looks like, I guess. Like, I guess you get a touristy look at like the greater Orlando, I guess. I've been to Daytona. The beach part. I was sort of let down. I thought there'd be more to it. But it was okay. And then I went like basically to Orlando. But isn't like the area like they tried to like tax it up, and then Disney was like, yeah, too bad, and then they signed some like weird 40-year deal where DeSantis can't do anything or something. I mean, there's people who like Trump still, right? Like you can't sway these people one way or the other. And then like unfortunately, you just have some people, from what I gather, is some people just vote the party line, right? So like if you were a Republican and you just voted your Republican, you were forced to vote for Trump, right? Like, we're not, I don't want to say for, but I mean, like, that was just the way that you towed it, right? Oh dear, I suddenly become lightheaded after such an intense match and can't speak. Wait, we're only here because, okay, we're just as guilty. At least they were able to help the instructor. Perhaps I should practice Vantage Masters in my spare time. You don't get a free pass just because you know how to play a card game. It's a little complicated, can't explain it all in a Twitch chat, but basically Disney owns all of the land around that area and they pay higher taxes as a result. They have more control on how that specific. Okay, that's a good gist of it to explain to someone like myself. You've acted without leave again and again. Why exactly did you feel it was necessary to chase after Instructor Schwarzer? Well, we have no excuses. Indeed. Major, I've already given them a harsh warning. I think maybe that might be enough. Silence! This is my task as commanding officer. You're all done your ice cream already? Did it melt? All right, give me a second. That little sucker vacuumed up that goddamn ice cream like nothing. Major Asshat back it again. Wait, is that is Major Michael the Major Asshat, or are we still talking about Governor DeSantis or Trump? Disregarding the rules and sneaking out is unacceptable. To make sure that's clear, I'm going to drill it into your skulls from now to lights out. But staying up too late is terrible for my complexion. We're all wiped out, so keep it short. It's funny, he's like, yeah, all three of you are going to go to bed. It's like telling an adult they get to go nap. I mean, it's like, yeah, sure, dude. We'd love to. Do you know we were out all night? It's a shame, but I suppose it is what it is. Hey, a little tough love every now and then might do him some good. It just feels wrong. I mean, they're the reason we got that info from the Jaeger King. You can worry about the punishment some other time. Right now we should be focusing on what we learned. Yeah. We're dealing with a branch unit of Northern Jaegers, people of the annexed North Ambria. It's been half a year since the annexation of the end of the Northern War. Most of the Northern Jaegers were drafted in the Imperial Army. Still, a large number of them went AWOL. That's right. Until now, they were believed to have fled to the Midwest. Never thought we'd encounter them here in Lamar. Given that they were wearing new gear, do you think the Society is backing them? Well, they seem to be on the same side as the Red Constellation, so it's a possibility. Damn, this has turned into a real headache. By the by, anyone else surprised to hear that the Empire hired Nidhogger? They didn't share that information with the RMP, but I hear the Intelligence Division often hires Jaegers for the Black Ops. Lecter should be able to shine some light on that if we ask him tomorrow. It's enough, Rivelt. You may be off duty, but it's not your place to collect classified information. Try to remember that you are the foremost representative of the RMP. Forgive me. Message came in from HQ. You're to be in Heimdall by sunrise. As for the rest of you, you may depart tomorrow morning. It's already late after all. We live in a society. The inner George Costanza. Jeesh, I know it's his job to be stone-faced, but would it kill him to lighten up a little? It's pretty sweet when it comes to his students, really. It's true. He's stuck serving 2 masters, but he really does try. Seriously, you should have seen him when he first started. He softened up quite a bit. Is that so? Alright, we shared the information we learned today with all the relevant parties. Instructor Sarah, Major Claire, why don't you take the guest room for the night? Very well. Thank you for your hospitality. That's Artoa, always ready for anything. Oh, you're too kind. Angie, why don't you go bunk with me? Of course, I'm always happy to share your bed. Toa just doesn't get it, does she? She's too sweet and innocent for this world. Randy can fall asleep so quickly. They say it's proof you're a good soldier if you can sleep when you're told. That is true. I have some friends I work with that are in the Canadian forces, and when they go off to do their training, they're off for like a weekend, and they're essentially just told of like that essential rule of like you sleep when you can, and you learn to just go like that. I bet they got a lot to talk about. It's the first time in a year they've seen each other, just like me and the rest of Class 7. If the moon moved that quickly, I would be worried about how quickly the Earth was moving. Moon's out tonight. Maybe I'll go get some fresh air. We're leaving early tomorrow too, so I need to make sure I'm not up too much longer. Talk to everybody still up. We don't know the specifics of Zemuria's Earth yet. Right. I guess you're right.
Why are you...
Something like that.
Someone outside? They don't sound like students. Seems like there's someone there. Should I check? I mean, there was many other quests, so yeah, go outside and check.
That's enough, Claire. Though you have the Chancellor's protection, your actions today are only going to come back to bite you.
You don't understand, Michael.
Show yourself. That was careless of me. Forgive me, I didn't mean over here. But it's okay, I'm an adult. Reen. Schwarzer, I don't appreciate your eavesdropping. Said my piece, but I advise you to really think this over. Unless you want what happened 10 years ago to shackle you forever. I feel like they should have placed a twig there so he would have hit that. It didn't make too much sense that they were aware that he could move on grass. I'm really sorry. I just came out for some air. I've got an early morning tomorrow, so I should probably... Green. Can we talk? Just for a little while? I want to continue our previous conversation. And we might as well do so in the light of the moon. Bow, chick, ow, wow. Of course, you can tell me anything. Love is in the air every time we turn around.
Major Irving is my cousin. He was born Michael Revelt.
Steve, now, you two do seem rather close. Kissing cousins got weird.
We were, once. But 10 years ago, he took his mother's surname and abandoned the name Revelt. It was after I had the man who took my family away executed. That man was my uncle. His father.
Wait, the person who took her family... She had the man who took her family away executed, which was her uncle, Major Michael's dad. Jokes aside, some sweet, important stuff here. Yeah, of course. Mm-hmm. Sweet home Alabama. Oh, now it makes sense. What happened?
Perhaps you're familiar with the Revelt Company? They're known for making musical instruments.
Incoming banjo music, right?
Well, they were originally located in St. Arc. My father was the president, and my uncle the vice president.
That's an anime photo if I've ever seen one in my life.
The company was doing well, but more importantly,
look, she's
was happy.
They're doing the ayaya. Ayaya! Ayaya! Uh-oh.
Until an horrible car accident. There weren't many of them on the roads back
How is there an horrible car accident? It's like getting into a car accident in the 1930s when no one else owns a car.
A stolen truck crashed into us. Then its driver disappeared into the night. In the end, they never found him. It became a cold case.
I'll get Robert Shack on it from Unsolved Mysteries.
My parents and my little brother died in that accident.
Oh, that sucks.
But by some miracle, I survived. And my uncle's family took me in.
And Erebonian vehicles were definitely more common. Yeah, like that's the thing, right? From playing Trails in the Sky, everyone got around via... airship. Sorry, I did a brain fart. Like as a bracer. And then in Zero and Azure in Crossbell, there was cars, but you basically took the train everywhere. And then in this one, it's a good mix of a little bit of everything, but in most, like, you know, it's you stay, yeah, bus was another one, yeah, I forgot about that. And then in this one, like, you know, obviously cars are becoming bigger, but it depends where you are, obviously. Like, if you're in a bigger, like, you know, when we went to Crossbell, they made a big point of saying, like, you know, oh my God, cars are here. But that wasn't really known in, say, LaBurle, per se. No, that you were right. Sky was bus and airship, mostly airship, to be honest. And then Zero Azure was you got the orbital car, for the police department. This one's trains.
After my father's death, my uncle took control of the company.
Michael's dad.
Though I was grateful to him for taking me in, I couldn't help but ask myself, why was I the only one to survive? Soon after that, while looking through my father's things, I found the account books. Flipping through them, I noticed something strange.
Oh, God.
The Revelt Company prided itself on offering high-quality, carefully crafted instruments at an affordable price. But certain entries showed unbelievable spikes in profits.
I'm starting to think that they went with the, what would be the Chinese equivalent?
I had a feeling something was wrong, so I looked a little deeper. Each account book I read put things in starker relief. At last, I realized what my uncle had been doing right under my father's nose. He was making a fortune selling cheap, mass-produced instruments from abroad under the Revelt Company name. He even had the gall to commission a product he could sell as Maestro class to scam people out of even more money.
A tale as old as time, right? Like, I mean, there's companies still doing this now, and they will continue to do it for billions of years to come.
I knew Father must have noticed his brother's wrongdoing and planned to question him. But before he could, the accident took his life.
The accident.
When I confronted my uncle about this, he was surprisingly candid. You've got no proof. And if you did have any, I've got several powerful nobles ready to back me up should it come to that. Even if you talk, the most suspicious part of that accident is that you're the lone survivor. Good luck getting anyone to listen to you. I was angry, yes. But more than that, I was heartbroken. I didn't know what to do with myself. Until he showed up.
I was a friend of your father's in military school.
Does everyone just have an association with Gileath Osborne?
I thought the accident seemed peculiar. Do forgive me for allowing you to suffer for so long on your own.
Somehow, he knew the truth behind the accident. But the fact that I knew took him aback for a moment. Until he said,
You have a gift, enhanced cognition. It allows you to grasp every detail, great or small, of any given situation in an instant. It must have awakened during the accident. I was going to mete out the murderer's punishment myself, but I've changed my mind.
I feel I have the opposite of what she has. I forget something the second it's been blurted out.
You have the means and the ability. Why not use them to avenge your family?
I was petrified when I...
Well, I don't have ADHD, but I think it's more of the concussions speaking there, that word for me.
All I could see were the smiling faces of my parents and my beloved little brother. That's when I decided to take His Excellency's advice. I gathered every last scrap of evidence I could find against my uncle. I laid everything bare. The plot, the motive, the cover-up, the perpetrator. I had too much evidence to be silenced. I made my voice louder and louder until it reached Marquis Higharm's ears. Soon after, the nobles protecting my uncle stepped aside. My uncle's judgment was swift, harsh, and fair. He was put to death for his actions. I had my revenge. But it came at
Can we just focus on our boobs for a second there?
and my hometown. As soon as the company was in my control, I gave the rights to a longtime employee. All so I could enroll in the military academy suggested by His Excellency.
I'll steal 3 moments.
All so I could enroll in Thor's.
Where? Finally understand both why you hold Chancellor Osborne in such high regard, and why once in a while I see sadness in your eyes. And it seems to me like Major Michael was worried about you. His tone may have been harsh, but came from a place of concern.
You're right. It was sheer coincidence that we both joined the RMP. But he's always looked out for me, both as a superior officer and as a colleague. Not that I've ever felt like I deserved it. I gave in to my desire for vengeance and mercilessly sent my own uncle to his death. 10 years ago, my aunt and my cousins cursed my name as I robbed them of the man they loved. I imagine they must still hate me for what I did.
I don't think so. Not exactly. At the very least, it's clear that Major Michael really cares about you. Everyone who knows you well, even Instructor Sarah, who isn't your biggest fan, respects you and too much to hate you. William and Major Lecter, Elise and Princess Alphen, Juna, the original Class 7, and me, of course. We all hold you in the highest regard.
You really are too kind. To be perfectly honest, you remind me of my brother.
What's his name?
Emile. His name was Emile. If he were alive, I think he'd be about your age.
We'd embrace. Whoa! Hey, let's went in there. Claire stepped on in and tickled the pickle.
Thank you for hearing me out. But I think tonight is the last time I'll compare you to my brother. It's disrespectful. Both to him and to the man you've become.
Yeah, I don't care if you're Lloyd Banning's 125% chance to evade. You were not getting away from that one.
Good night, Rain. Sweet dreams.
Oh, yeah. Snap out of it, Reen. Am I dreaming? Seeing things. Must have been a mirage, a trick of the moonlight. Wait, what did he think he saw there? That's weird. Another girl in Bonerville bites the haha dust. But I can't go into the Durflinger back door? Come on. Better be safe and sorry. Well, what door can I go into? Oh my God. Hello? Hello? Anything, any door. Any door I could go into. Okay, wait, no. Just the main door? There we go. Ah! Slippery. All right, there we go. What do we got in here? Everyone's sleeping. I gotta make sure I don't wake them up. I'll go outside and get some fresh air. I already did that, yeah, goofball. The one barrier you couldn't overcome, locked doors. Let's have a shower. It's late at night.
Oh, this is nice.
It is nice. Yeah, I'm just checking to make sure, like, that there was other things going forward. It's like, like the way these sort of work is if this is the only one and then I miss something, like that would be a green exclamation point or something. I didn't want to miss that. But thank you for being on top of that.
Yeah, you and George really...
Oh God, are they having girl talk? At least they're not talking about tampons. Yet. Seems like things are going well. No wonder. They haven't seen each other for half a year.
Is that Reen I sense lurking out there? Oh?
Or a year and a half, sorry. So just turned into a threesome menage a trois. It looks like I underestimated you, Angelica. That's my thing. Seems like you've really been sharpening your martial arts skills, huh, Angelica? Yeah, and I went and visited a bunch of different schools that have connections to Taito. I think I've pretty much packed my head full of kung fu by now. No wonder, your movements are so sharp now. You were able to meet with your master again, right? The one who met first taught you Taito? Yeah, she's from Calvert, so pretty hard to get over there to see her, but I was able to talk with her about a few kind of things I was doing at... Hey! But I was able to talk with her about quite a few things while I was there, so it was a good trip. I don't understand anything about martial farts, but were you able to finish a cross-continental motorcycle trip? Nah, I haven't been able to get everywhere I want. I went around Liberl, Rumiferia, Orid, Le Mans, and Arteria. And from there, I was able to make it to the central eastern part of the continent. But Eastern Zemuria is kind of a tough nut to crack. Eastern Zemuria? I've only heard stories. It seems like the desertification has gotten worse and there's even less and less land where people can live. That's why there's been such an influx of immigrants moving to Calvert. Actually, Master Kafai, my teacher, is there right now. Oh, is that so? This is what I'd expect from the founder of the 8 Leaves One Blade School. I asked the local guild branch out there and they said they'd take me half a year to get there east by land. I was worried about what was going on at home here too, so unfortunately, I give up on my heading of that way. Master Kafai said something like that in a letter he sent to me. The dragon veins are nearly depleted. Those are the words he used. It seems like they have a lot to deal with over there too. If the Empire wasn't in such a state, I would have loved to have gone there and helped. I was actually talking about this with George too. It's even possible to use our technology to support Eastern Zemuria and stop the desertification there. Once things are finally settled and done here in the Empire, That might be something for us to all look into with you guys in Class 7. Ah, Angie. You truly are something, Angie. But you're right. We've gotten help from a lot of people from other countries. Someday we just gotta make sure not to just contribute to the Empire, but to the entire continent of Zemuria. Now you're getting it. You gotta dream big. And we all just reminisced about our school days together. A little trip down memory lane. Find out what's going on in Calvert in 2024 or 2026 when Kuro no Koseki releases for the PS4, PS5, and PC. No Steam, you don't think? Oh, I said Steam. I think I meant Switch. Green? Can't get to sleep? Nah, I just can resist the sight of that gorgeous moon or the calming sound of the waves.
That thing I showed you is called Zector. Sorry, that's the most I'm gonna say on that one.
Hey, Valmar? Does the name Zector ring any bells? Yeah, sure, Reen, right? The moon? Yeah, the moon. We'll go with that. That sounds good. The moon. I feel as though I faintly remember that name. Though only a small fragment. I remember something. 250 years ago, during the War of the Lions, Zector was the name of the divine knight under the 6th Prince's command. Just as I thought. Lucius Reese Arnor. He was the pilot of the Latinate Knight. No, he did not pilot the Knight. The actual Awakener was the leader of a mercenary group hired by the Prince. He was a crafty individual, but he lent the Prince his power. Did they ever have games that were about that story? Like 250 years ago? Like, I know there's older Legend of Heroes games, but I don't know like how far back they went, or like were they Super Nintendo? Were they PC? I always feel like if you have that type of stuff, you could always do that stuff back in the day, right? Like, the older Legend of Heroes games are completely separate from Trail. Oh, okay. I see. So, there's even a parallel between him and the Jagger King. But wasn't that Palatinate Knight destroyed by the Vermilion Apocalypse? Correct. As such, it's difficult to say whether the one you saw was the same one or not, but as long as the Black Workshop and the gnomes are involved, we can't rule anything out just yet. Yeah. Wish I knew at least where they're friends or foes. Just because they're working against Ouroboros doesn't necessarily mean they're on our side. We'll simply need to pay close attention to their actions. If you come across any new facts, be sure to let me know. I may recall more information. Legend of Heroes 4 was Trails in the Sky FC, and the rest was as follows. Oh, so was there only 3 Legend of Heroes games beforehand? That was it? And then it was Trails, and as you say, the rest is history? Okay. What's the matter? Can't sleep? Well, not exactly. It's just so much going on. I need to sort out my thoughts. I know how that is. Hey, Reen, how about you have a little drink with me before bed? Sometimes a little room to breathe is all you need to sort yourself out. Here, I'll pour you a bit. Stuff will really kick you in the teeth, so you should probably just dip your tongue in to start it out. Cheers, Sarah. Yeah, time for the real bonding event. Woo! You weren't kidding.
Liquor from Northumbria. Said to be the strongest drink in the world. Guess it's kind of hard to get much stronger than 96% though, huh?
If I'd have taken a normal sip of this, I'd already be on the floor. But the stinging on my tongue is turning a little sweet.
Right? I knew you'd be able to appreciate it. Never thought the day'd come when I'd get to talk with you over drinks like this. That new Class 7 of yours, they're a good bunch of kids.
Oh, hold on a moment here, ladies and gentlemen. I just need to do something here. We just got to move something for Blunt here. Just give me a second here. Yep. All right, Blunt, relax. Okay? Keep it in your pants. Okay? Here's me talking to you. Can you guys see the red when I'm moving it? Or is that just for my eyes? There's like a big giant red box when I'm moving it in OBS. Unfollowed. Good day, sir. No, I can't be that mean. Can I? No. Yeah, he's still got a long way to go though. I'm struggling as an instructor too. Just wish I could follow them a little bit better.
They're all pretty unique kids, just like you guys were. But I know things will work out for you. I mean, come on. They were all so worried about you, they ran headlong after you.
They miss me. I'm sure they had a bit of a push from a certain someone, though.
You already knew, didn't you? Who those purple Jaegers are.
Let's just say I'm happy that I don't have that eye tracking software on. God knows where those things would be following to, right? Could you imagine? Well, what they said brought back some complicated feelings. At first I wasn't sure, but when I saw your reaction, I knew.
That's so. Guess I've still got a ways to go myself in that case.
You don't even need to have the eye tracking software to know where those are going. Back then, during the Northern War, I couldn't do a thing. I spent all my time getting rid of all the archaisms that were let loose onto the city. All the higher-ups and the Northern Jaegers, the ones who worked with Ouroboros, got away. If I'd captured them, Northumbria's government would have called for a ceasefire. I could have stopped the annexation.
That's a nice little scenario, Reen. But you know it's a load of bull, don't you? The annexation of Northumbria was done under the Imperial government's orders. Way I hear it, General Le Guin agreed to take the place over to keep the provincial armies from being disbanded. The outcome was decided from the start.
That's...
In the middle of that farce of a war, you managed to save the lives of tens of thousands of citizens. And the Jaegers you met today? I think they know that. But maybe it was impossible from the start.
Yeah, watch the anime. I feel like I'm gonna have to. Now, would you say, like... I'm going to assume the anime doesn't ruin anything for this game, right? Because it took place between 2 and 3, right? So it just is gonna fill in bits and pieces. Like, I mean, sort of like what Sarah just shared with us there was like, I'm sure what would be taking place in the anime, so I would have known, but I wouldn't have known about it if I hadn't watched it type of thing. So it's sort of not going to really matter, right?
Fixing a country already being destroyed from within.
Okay.
Jaegers.
Like, I feel like at most it would give me more of a background as someone like what Reen was up to, and then the principal and her role in the Northern War as well, right?
You probably knew that too.
Who?
Whoopsie. Well, you see, he was... he was my first love.
Really?
Well, actually, he was the closest thing I had to a dad.
Daddy issues, it sounds like.
Way back during the Northumbrian disaster, when the salt pail covered so much of the principality in a storm of salt, a man took in an orphaned infant. He was a former colonel in the army, and one of the people who founded the...
Sweet home Alabama. Roll Tide.
As soon as I was old enough to understand anything, I knew that Jaegers who came back with foreign currency were considered heroes. The man who raised me was one of the leaders of the Northern Jaegers, the heroes of our homeland. I looked up to my dad more than anyone. Wanting to be just like him, I joined a juvenile Jaeger Corps at the age of 10.
These kids joining up with these groups at such a young age.
After a few years of harsh training, I was admitted to the main corps at the tender age of 13. It was there that I experienced my first real battle.
First kill.
It was hell. A field of death, where lives are tossed aside to satisfy someone else's desires. There I lived, smoke and blood painted across my body. And there I stayed, eventually becoming the Jaeger known as the Purple Lightning. But after a while, it reached a point where I couldn't take it anymore. When I was 18, I was assigned command of a squad. We had a mission near Erebonia, fighting some proxy war on behalf of the nobles. The enemy was Needhog. My squad was destroying them, but just when we thought victory was ours. Our efforts to avoid dragging any civilians into the fight left us open to a counterattack. We got hit hard. And then my dad showed up and saved me.
That look on her face is absolute terror.
Even though he was serving as the commander for the entire corps, he came to our rescue and suffered a fatal injury for it.
Do you see now? This is the fate of all Jaegers. You must think long and hard on whether you wish to continue down this path.
It could have been because he was once part of the Principality's army, but he was quite the gentleman. Now that I think back, he never seemed to like the fact that I became a Jaeger. Anyway, he left me with those final words and passed away in my arms. I screamed and screamed until my voice gave out, until I passed out from utter exhaustion. When I woke up, I was in an Imperial Army camp.
Also, thank you for letting me know to leave Sarah as last. Whether you knew how this was going or if you were just attached to her chest, this was a good little ending point of wrapping this up instead of just having a little chit-chat with Valimar in the end. Was that when Instructor Beatrix treated you?
Yeah. Apparently they were there to check on the damage caused by all the Jaegers fighting. Neidhart and Mueller-Vander, who were both second lieutenants back then, were there too. They told me the battle had been over for a while, and all my comrades had already packed up and left for home. Hadn't even thanked them before rushing back to my hometown. And what greeted me when I got there were celebrations and congratulations from my friends and the townsfolk. We had lost my father, but we won the war we were hired for. The nobles had given us an enormous pile of Mira. That meant we wouldn't die of starvation during the coming winter. I was relieved, but my tears just wouldn't stop.
Tears don't pay the bills, though, Sarah.
In order to save my hometown from poverty, I covered myself in the smoke of war and the blood of innocents in foreign lands.
I should probably revert that. I'm sure there's some hot chick on OnlyFans who is bottling her tears and selling them for some hot money.
Seeing the smiles on the faces of everyone.
Yeah, that's happening, definitely.
Knowing the cost cut me deep.
Does anyone want to pay me for my tears at all? I'll start the bidding at $3 Canadian.
It was right then that I decided to quit being a Jaeger and leave my hometown. I joined up with the Bracer Guild, knowing I could put my combat skills to work and make some decent Mira if I hit A rank. That way I could send some money back home. Money that wasn't stained with blood.
Are you ever going to finish that drink, or did we get poured another one? I finally understand the true origin of your strength and kindness.
I'm not strong or kind. But I think I've finally started to get closer. Little by little. Closer to being like the man I admired so much. My dad. My commander. And my first love.
Era. It makes sense now. No wonder you fall for all the silver foxes.
Yeah? No getting around the fact that I've got myself the daddy of all father complexes.
You know what? At least I'll give power to her. She admits it. No wonder she loves Reen when he's got the gray hair, though. Eh? I will let the silver hang out there a little bit more, right?
But you know, lately I found myself attracted to some younger guys.
God damn it, Reen. You could have borked 2 people tonight. Huh? And you also have no idea. Ah.
You got me talking too much. You don't watch yourself. You could make a real dangerous womanizer. Oh, and I'll have you know, I don't really appreciate being second after little...
Whoa! Okay, we need to make choices here of ladies. Otherwise, everyone's going to be fighting over Reen.
Well, with that, I bid you good night and sweet dreams.
Damn right. It's like, again? I picked Sarah first, so I did not get that. Oh, so that's interesting. So because I went out and just sort of followed the line of the doors. What a day. I'm not surprised that my eyes are wide awake, but for some reason, my heart feels lighter now. I think I'll be able to sleep well tonight. Or head back to my room. With that, folks, I'm going to call it a day. Gonna spend the rest of the day with my son, get ready for work, and I think that's a great little spot to call it, to be honest. Too much everyone's demise. I know there's probably lots that are about to happen, but trying to ballpark when I'm going to try to stream one day on the weekend, probably Saturday, which would be tomorrow, I think. Maybe? I don't know. One of them. I'm going to try. No promises. Next, basically all of, I know, I'm never going to. No, I'm hoping this entire next month of April is really shitty. I have a lot of overtime and training I have to do on all my off days. Like, not all of them, but I mean, it sort of sucks. So, next week will be Monday. And then Friday, Saturday. And we'll go from there. Obviously bouncing between this and Final Fantasy VII. But after April, no more training or anything. So we're sort of back into the normal everything. T3, I don't think you're going to make it to the donut place unless you can travel through time like Flash. Regardless, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for the stream. I want to thank you all for coming on in. It was a pleasure to share the experiences with you, and we'll be back hopefully this weekend with more gaming. As always, Kenny Omega says it's time for me to say goodbye. I hurt my neck, and good night. Bang. Out of here. All the best, folks. Bye-bye, everybody. We're out.